What's going on, everybody? This is Elder Jacody Owens coming to you January 27th for Testimony Tuesday. Now, the testimony I want to share today is about, it's again how God continues to look out for us, how we could waste a lot of our time being angry and upset about things that we have no control over, accidents that happen, or things of that nature. All right, so I'm going to work. I work overnight sometimes, and what happens with the nature of my work, I have all the keys. Got lots of keys. All right, so usually, and gloves. So usually everything I need is on my key ring, but I've been alternating back and forth with my brother, and so I get to the one site, and I realize my keys are not on my key ring. And so I'm looking around, I'm like, where are my keys? I'm looking to check my key ring multiple times. And my mood got slightly hampered. I kept it good, but it was like, man, are you serious? Because everything I do, I time it out to a T. I know if I get here at this time, boom, I'll be done by this time, so I can go ahead and get this person, and then I can go ahead and make these moves, boom, 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 boom. I'll be back home by this time, and that's that. But I didn't have the key, and there was a spare key at the site, and I went and found that key. Then I'm looking in the office trying to find the key to the door that I need open. And I'm doing this for about maybe 20 minutes, 25 minutes while I had my son. He goes with me, and I said, son, go ahead and get started on the mirrors, this, that, and the other. And he gets started, but I'm like, well, it's really not much we can do after that, because everything else we need is in the supply closet. And I'm like, but I lost the key to a very important site. So I'm like, man, this is just the worst. But I went about going about to leave, and I saw I talked to the security desk, and I saw the engineer sitting over in the corner, and I asked, is that the engineer over there? Is that Mr. So-and-so? He's like, yeah, it is. So thank God I had a good rapport with the engineer, and you know, he's a blessing just to know he's a good guy, decent guy, because none of us are good. But I told him my situation. He's like, yeah, I'll go ahead and take care of you. He went up and opened the door for me because he had a master key to everything. And you know, I was just thanking God so much for that, because I really had no idea how I was going to get this thing done in the present situation I was in. You know, I didn't know whether I would go home, try to search for the key, and go back to the site and complete it in the morning as they opened up, or because that's how long I was going to be out and about. But so I go through the rest of them. I get that site done, thanks to the engineer, thank God. And so I get the site done, and I get my other two sites done. Then I get home, and usually I don't get home when the sun is coming up, you know. But at this particular day, the sun was coming up, and as we getting out and getting all my gear out the car, my son's like, he reaches down and picks up the keys that I lost. They must have came off my ring, because usually I keep everything, they're all intertwined on one ring, but the key was on, it was on the clip here, like where this lock is by itself. It was a ring on the clip, and they must have came off as I, attached to my belt or my waistline or whatever. And they were in the street. They had been run over a few times. One of the keys in the middle was broken, but it wasn't an important key. And, and I thank God, because normally, my son, you know how kids are. Something could be right in front of him, and like, do you see it? Like, no, I don't see it. Then you go over there like, it's right here. But I thank God that this time his eyes worked when they needed to, because I didn't go around the car to get the piece of gear out that he did. I was going to go in the house, and I was going to tear the house up for God knows how long, looking for this key, and I done went to bed defeated, apparently. And then, but I just thank God that he worked it out. He worked it out that the engineer was there to let me in. We got the site done, and that during that time of day that we came home, that the sun was out, my son was able to spot the keys out in the street, and that they were still out in the street to be retrieved. And I know it seems like a small thing, right? But everything that God does is a blessing. He looks out for us. He has our best interests. You know, though I had to go through the whole situation of losing the keys, and sometimes when you lose something that's very important, it's like, man, I gotta find it. You get yourself all worked up and everything. But I thank God how he provided and he took care and he just kept in this situation. You know, and prayerfully that testimony has been a blessing to you, as it's really been a blessing to me, just to help you stay encouraged that God is with you, whether you have what you think you need, whether you have what you need, or whether you don't have what you think you need, or what you don't, or what you need. But God is with you, and he's always taking care of us, looking out for us, providing for us. Let's just continue to trust him. Let's just continue to stay encouraged and to keep looking up. All right. Remember, tomorrow I have a quick word on Wednesday where I'll share a quick nugget about what the Lord has revealed to me in his word, or something that just stands out to me in his word. And on Monday is Monday morning prayer, and Tuesday will be another testimony Tuesday. If you have any testimonies or prayer requests, leave a comment below, or you can email me at jacodio@gmail.com, and we'll take it from there. Till next time, be blessed.